Yo guys, welcome to Crypto MC. My name is Rudo. I'm a full-time stay-at-home crypto trader and investor. And the last time I did the stream, I explained to you guys that there's the potential that we could push up to at least 63, thereabout, hit the resistance areas there. And then the market's going to potentially sell off because I'm expecting a sweep of these lows before we go on higher. So we had a little bit of a scam wick, can't really, where it moved into that area. I was able to get a little bit of trade profit out of that little swing. And at the moment, the market's moving down. So I'm waiting for my entry. Now, I haven't shorted Bitcoin in the last few days, and I feel like it's the worst thing to do at the moment. Sentiment is kind of low at this stage. And if the bus gets empty, that is typically when everybody else is going to want to give up, or when you're negative, you short. And that could flip the market in on itself. Now, this morning, in this morning's market tactics stream that I did for everybody in the Discord, I gave a little bit of a, and I just want to share this with you guys because I think it's something worth noting. I just did a quick supply and demand zone chart for everybody where I explained where all the supply currently sits in BTC. And you can see that it is so neatly stacked within this range. It's not going to take a lot of buying to get Bitcoin to jump this range. So, it's almost clickbaity if I'm saying today Bitcoin's massive pullback. And I'm saying Bitcoin's about to break trend, way to short. I'm kind of just playing off, and I'm sorry if that pisses you off, but playing off, everybody's generalized sentiment. But I think that there's a little bullish undertone here that's worth noting. So, I'm going to dive into that now and head over to the comments real quick and just say hi to you guys. So if you're new to the channel, let me know. If you're a regular, say hi. And like and subscribe and share the content if it brings value to your day. Thanks, guys. Okay, so hello, Mr. Garth. Nice to have you. Jerry, you here in the morning. More Renee's here. Damon, how's it, buddy? Damon's our buddy at Charlie 3. Let's see, have more big seed opportunities. Yes, so we maybe need to bring Damon in there if you guys are interested. Let me know in the comments. And let's see what else. Ulmide Urtukan. I need to learn foreign languages a little bit better because I destroyed your name there. But hello, buddy. Thanks for saying hi. And to the rest of you guys, it's always nice to have you here from the Play Media. And so, okay, so let's get to the trading part of things because this is the Trade for a Living podcast where I trade for a living. I share what my thoughts is with you guys, and I share my specific setups in the Discord with everybody that I take. So in order, if you want to join that, just a quick reminder, you can always open your own Prime account as well. And come and trade with me. And if you fund it with more than a few $1,000s, you can actually head over to the navigation section and get a free trial to everything that I do within the Discord. All the steps are neatly set out for you. You can just follow the buttons, and I would love to have you on the other side. So let's get into what we're doing now. So Bitcoin at the moment. The important thing here for traders and us is that we need to identify a critical support level now, a real critical support level, that this doomsday green arrow that I'm talking about, so that we can make money out of that. And also, if I'm wrong, I always said if I'm wrong and, Bitcoin goes to 42 or 38 or whatever the case might be, however crazy the targets could be, there's always a start of that move. So you want to try and trade for all eventualities. So that important support level, the easiest way that you can identify that is always just take away a little bit of noise on the chart. That's what I like to do. And we've got a channel that's moving to the upside, the beginnings of a channel, but it's not at this stage, kind of in the middle of the range. So you can see that the big moves occur once we pass these lines, this area here and that area there. So you kind of know that this is your supply area, and this is the area where demand kicks into the market. Okay, so there you have that. So to get to a scenario where we want to identify a good support level is we kind of want to match that up with the demand zone as well, because then you know that there will be demand, or hopefully will be demand, and it's at a price that is sought after, because that's what support is. When somebody's supporting the price, they want the price, they want to get in on that. So it's an important thing. So when we look at this area, the easiest tool that I use, always just use the line tool and look at areas where there's a lot of price jumping around. When you have a scenario where tops gets determined around a level, bottoms get determined around a specific level, that immediately tells you that's an important price point to remember. And that's all what support is. It's just an agreeable price. We all just agree that that is fair or bad for price action. Okay. So when we have that area identified, we can then go and look for additional areas where there was big resistance, potential support. But these are all weak levels, because you don't have a large amount of time that price spent around that area. So don't try and put lines on each and everything. Look at the most important ones and then say to yourself, okay, every time we've lost critical support, this is the way that my mind works. I'm saying every time we've lost this critical support level, at around this point, we had price try and regain it. Okay. Every time there, we had price try and regain it. So it's fair then to assume that because we're below this again, if there's an attempt to try and regain or confirm whether that now is going to be resistance, price will, the real buyers would kind of wait for that area there. So we're looking at that 58K level. Now, Wyckoff teaches us point and figure charts. Now, point and figure charts works a little different. It measures the volatility. Now, if you want to get the candle, all you need to do is just go to your candles, and there's the point and figure chart. Now, it depends on what price plan you are in on TradingView. For some, it will be available. If you don't have it, then you just need to upgrade your plan. Okay, so you can get to the point and figure chart. And the easiest chart to read this is, because all you need to look for is little gaps like this. Once you see little gaps like that, you can almost say that that's magnets. Price is going to want to get to that magnet at some stage. Okay. And you want to almost plan your trading direction towards these little magnet levels. Okay. So when we were here, I explained, expect price to go to these gaps, these little magnets. And now we're going down, and I'm waiting for price to go there. So there's confluence at around $58,000 per BTC. Now it's tricky. This is price action BTC, and I think this is a Bitfinex chart, and this we have after prime, where I physically trade on. So there's always going to be $100 or a few $100 here and there. So don't try and be too precise with your dollar price levels as well, because otherwise you're going to say, well, when it's in the discount, maybe it's going to go pixel perfect. I need to touch that line. Don't ever do that. Doesn't make sense. Okay. So here we are. That's the area then that I think that we really need to consider going long on this entire 4-hour move. Okay. Meaning we'll build a base, we'll bump there. And if this is where price goes, this is the thing. It actually means that we're going to have a prolonged time of going sideways still. Meaning we started in August with this run. Everybody's expecting October, good November, good December. If everybody's expecting it and they planning for that, and it's not happening, it might mean that participation leaves. So what if this, and this is basically my thought, if we get to a scenario where price goes to 58, we'll probably go make a slight higher high again and come back down again and build a 5-wave structure that overlaps. I don't know what you call it in Elliott wave terms. It's either leading diagonal or running flat or something like that. I'm no Elliott's expert. I just know enough to understand that there is a scenario where your 5 waves overlap, and that's more of a correction than an impulse. But then thereafter, we might have a really good run. And this does mean that our alts are going to be pumping just yet. Probably means that they're going to keep on dumping on our asses. I've looked at a couple of the recent new releases, just to name a few that I can see on Bybit. I mean, they're all launched the same. This is Shark, big initial up, makes headlines and then sells off. So the market isn't quite ready yet. So they all do that. So I've gone through all of the latest ones. They all do this. So don't try and, yeah, the market needs time, and that's basically why I'm saying, okay, I'm extremely bullish, but I think that there's the potential for a flush. Okay, now getting this to 15-minute, where we are now, because that's the important. What do I trade today? On the 15-minute, I can look at this entire move. Okay, not this one. Let me just, sorry, I moved the line there. Let's just get a 4-hour zoom in there and then hit this to 15-minute. Okay, bring in the candles. Okay, so on the 15-minute time frame, why doesn't, maybe I need to just go 30 minutes. Sorry there, guys. I just want to, okay, on this entire move, what if we do not sell off lower? Then it changes, because then this can almost be seen as a 0, 1, 2, and then I'm expecting price to move to in the top there somewhere to go get my 3, and then a 4 and a 5, and then we're trending, and then we're talking targets to the 80, and that means you need to look for a long in this zone as well. Although there's the potential for that to fail, but if it fails, you now know what your second plan would be, as I just hit it out. And if this doesn't happen, what if we don't sell off? This is the plan that I'm looking for this to bring price back up into the 70s, and to full round circle say that this then should happen. Because if this happens, where we rally from here, we've hold some good momentum or some good angular momentum, or some speed. So think about it like this. Every time Bitcoin has a strong push to the upside, it has a specific angle it wants to hold. And every time Bitcoin supports a trend, meaning it starts going and it stays in a bullish move, okay, you expect it to move at that rate. So now you're saying to yourself, the market will typically move at those rates. And we're at that turning point where we're at that rate of retrace momentum. If it wants to be bullish and start breaking through critical levels and creating trends, this is the angle at which that trend almost needs to start forming. Okay, so and that's what makes this exciting. So going long now and then betting that it fails, meaning that there's the potential at 63 that it might fail, and then trade this thing for lower, yes, and then we know what our next move would be. And then there's going long and then betting it fails, and having that bet fail and this thing break through, which is what I hope we all get. And then it's going to be an amazing Christmas. Okay. And that might be that there's enough fear in the market. And that's it. And to just drive price in so people can jump in late. Okay. So that's everything that I wanted to say and share with you guys today. I'm going to head back to the comments real quick and see, let's see what we have here. I'm going to start. Jerry, can't access buddy indicator anymore. Okay, but Jerry, remember the initial 30-day trial that I gave to everybody was to join the Facebook page. So if you don't have access to the buddy, all you need to do is just go into the Discord. If you've supported the channel in the past, either by Bybit or Prime, you can actually just go claim your indicator access. You send me your user ID, like I said the last time around. And if you haven't, support the channel or alternatively subscribe. There's many ways you can do it. I always try and make it free to you. So, yeah, that's it. But there's a big chunk of guys that just outright subscribes and then we trade together. Okay. At this rate, October is long gone. Brandon, now the thing is, like I said, I don't want to be too doom and gloomy because I feel like I might be right here. This is going to be what's happening. But remember what we said the last time about October, okay? October is not the big one. It's the buy zone season. And buys is like bottoms. They look like there's always going to be more downside. So bottoms always look bearish, like tops always look bullish. That's why people, they say they want to buy low and sell high, but they never manage to get it right because they're always expecting more downside. If it reaches the target, no, this is too fast. It's going to go lower. It's going to blow through this. And then it doesn't. And then everybody chases the price. So the fact that we in October actually is a beautiful thing. It was a positive thing because we need this. Because you're not buying in November. November, you're chasing the price. So simple as that. Let's see what else we have. Don't panic, people. Be patient. Yes. How will we know if we're going up? We won't know. God, that's the whole point. That's why I do the streams daily. Because I've learned through experience that there's no way that one can predict. Okay. There's just no way. It just doesn't exist. Okay. You measure the risk and then you act accordingly. It's simple as that. And it's almost like then you get lucky, preparation meeting an opportunity. Measure the risk. The risk is viable and everybody is saying it's not going to happen, that kind of thing. Then you're buying a bottom with a line defined where, if you're wrong, you're out. And then if you're right, you get to celebrate it. Simple as that. Most people, they want to shun you and say, you poople, you did it wrong. You failed again. See, I don't care about getting stopped out regularly. Because these are all just feeding the monkey money. When I get the right trade and we get that next move where BTC goes from where it is to $70,000, $80,000, I double my trading account. I mean, it's as simple as that, one trade. So don't panic. Be patient. Okay. Let's see what else we have. To the Mars, you have a nice day as well, my friend. Yes. Well, the thing is, I want to close off on this. With knowledge, you stop fearing, but there's a problem. Knowing enough can almost sometimes do more harm. Like being blissfully unaware is sometimes better than knowing enough to actually paralyze you. Because if you know enough, but you don't have the full picture anymore, you feel like there's something missing, and then you end up not acting on what is happening. So don't let that also drive you and make decisions for you regarding trading, regarding investing. These kind of things can just screw with you. The trend is telling us that it wants to, okay? Everything else is on the roadmap. Everything is going according. I mean, look at Dixie. I explained Dixie's going to go up. Dixie's going up, okay? Everything is doing what it's supposed to be doing. So let's just let time and the market find its way to do what I'm saying next. Once the Dixie hits the resistance, look at that high RSI, hidden bearish divergence. This thing is ready for a sell-off, okay? Once that hits, all of a sudden now, if I show you this chart and I say, this thing's going to go up, okay, now it makes sense again. So that's the thing. So just let the TA sink in, let the TA do the job. And, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. You take your punishment. I mean, I take my punishment. Take your punishment and move on to the next one, and keep at it, because I'm telling you, once you get the right one, you can build positions on that will last through the entire bull cycle. One good bull cycle, if you're well armed and prepared, can change your life forever. Simple as that. Right, guys, thanks so much for taking time. I was just going through. We'll see if we can get Brandon on. Damon on. It's a little. Yeah, I'll send you my WhatsApp, see what we can do for you guys. Okay, you have a lovely day, my friends. Remember, this afternoon, I'll be going through some altcoins as well. So there will be a stream this afternoon. And looking forward to spending more time with you guys. And as always, guys, head over to the Discord. Make use of the sponsored deals that I have to get access if you want. Thanks so much for taking time. Share the video, share the love, and see you again later. Cheers.
I'll keep hustling.
Subscribe now.